I'm Luke Summerhays, and I love Torkoal. When visiting Buddhist temples, Shinto shrines, and even historical grave sites here in Japan, it's not uncommon to see statues of turtle dragons. The legs and shell look about right for a turtle, but the tail is always a little too exciting, and the head is the lion-like visage of the typical Chinese dragon. In feng shui, and subsequently in the mythology and architecture of both the Chinese capital and the ancient Japanese capital of Kyoto, the turtle and the dragon are two of the four guardian animals, representing the north and the east respectively. Regularly in artwork and architecture, and occasionally in actual mythology and folklore, we see the turtle and dragon combined. I'm never quite sure if what I'm looking at is a turtle dragon, or just a weird rendition of a turtle by someone who had never seen one, or a dragon which just happens to have a shell. I see turtle dragons as part of Buddha statues, forming the platform on which the Buddha stands. They can be seen carrying stone pillars, often marking graves, and I also regularly see turtles, or perhaps turtle dragon, shaped incense burners. They are the perfect layout after all, with the fire in their shell and the smoke pouring from their mouths or nostrils. Torkoal is a fire-type Pokemon. It has orange skin the colour of clay before it's placed in a kiln, and a face with old, sleepy, wise eyes. Its back is a hardened black like coal, with the red light of fires burning within visible through strategic openings. From its back and from its nostrils, clouds of white smoke are regularly seen billowing out. Pokemon Ruby tells us, Torkoal digs through mountains in search of coal. If it finds some, it fills hollow spaces on its shell with the coal and burns it. If it is attacked, this Pokemon spouts thick black smoke to beat a retreat. Pokemon Sapphire tells us, Torkoal generates energy by burning coal. It grows weaker as the fire dies down. When it is preparing for battle, this Pokemon burns more coal. Pokemon Emerald tells us, it battles using energy it gets from burning coal. When loosing smoke from its nostrils, it lets off a sound that is similar to a locomotive's horn. I've always loved turtles, and I've always been a water-type starter kind of a guy. I loved having Blastoise all the way back in Pokemon Blue, and assumed that any new turtle Pokemon would be water types, subsequently making them unlikely to join my team. I was super happy when I found Torkoal, and knew that before I could do anything else, I had to level it up to the level of the rest of my team. I have a very clear memory of playing my original model Game Boy Advance by the light of my bedside lamp, when I was supposed to be asleep on a school night. I just knew I had to train my Torkoal, much more urgently than I needed to be awake in math the next day. I wasn't the only Torkoal trainer either. Hoenn's fire-type gym leader Flannery had one, and of course, in the anime, our hero Ash went on to catch one too. From the rivalry between it and Steelix in its first appearance, where Ash helped it to win by remembering his battle with Flannery's Torkoal, to its league battles against legendary Pokemon like Registeel and Darkrai, Torkoal put in some good appearances for young Mr. Ketchum. Even more memorable were its regular emotional outbursts, with tears of joy or sorrow accompanied by thick plumes of smoke. The name Torkoal, of course, just combines tortoise and coal. The Japanese name, kotoise, uses the same two English words, but the other way around. Pottery and kilns are some of the oldest surviving relics of human civilization, both in East Asia and around the world. The burning of incense, either in turtle-shaped burners or otherwise, is an ancient practice passed down over millennia to the modern day. And this wise old turtle has seen it all. Music for Luke Loves Pokemon was composed by Jonathan Cromie. Artwork for the show is by Katie Groves. Writing, editing, and producing is all by me, Luke Summerhays, and costs are covered by my lovely supporters on Patreon. If you like this podcast, please rate and review on whatever podcast app you're listening through, and please tell your Pokemon-loving friends. The podcast can be found on Twitter and Facebook at LukeLovesPKMN, so why not get in touch? The next two monsters are Spoink and Spinder, so please get in touch with your thoughts about those or any other monsters. Lastly, as I mentioned, this podcast is supported by Patreon. If you want to listen to episodes early and help keep the show hosted online, visit patreon.com/podcastiopodcastius. And even if you don't feel like doing any of that, thank you so much just for listening. I love Torkoal, and remember, I love you too.